Welcome to Vegas Hockey Hub Shorts here on PRConnectionsRadio.com, the voice of new media here in the sports entertainment capital of the world, Las Vegas, Nevada. I'm your host, Ian Rachiele. Man, we are close to Game 5 here at the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. Your Vegas Golden Knights taking on the Florida Panthers. Now, for this edition of Vegas Hockey Hub Shorts, where we give you a 5-minute rundown about the world of hockey, I want to talk about the Conn Smythe Trophy, the Finals MVP. I want to talk about who is the odds-on favorite, who are some people that are in contention, and more importantly, who do I have as the Conn Smythe Trophy winner? If I have to make a prediction here on Vegas Hockey Hub, well, the current odds-on favorite is the misfit himself, Jonathan Marchessault. He is plus 400. Jonathan Marchessault has had an incredible Stanley Cup final. He has had an amazing playoff series. This is a guy that has been putting the puck in the back of the net consistently for your Vegas Golden Knights. Now, if he scores in Game 5, or if he racks up a few more points in Game 5, then I believe that it would be a guarantee Jonathan Marchessault would win the Conn Smythe Trophy. Because Jonathan Marchessault, with his 12 goals in 12 games, this is a situation where you have a player who has been a day one for Vegas. He is someone who is a fan favorite, and more importantly, he is someone who has been here from day one. So if you want to go from that aspect and you want to focus on what he has done in 6 seasons with Vegas, then it makes a solid argument. You also have to point out his performance and how he has done in this postseason. He has been phenomenal since being in the Edmonton series in round 2. So he is the odds-on favorite. He is 400. Adin Hill is plus 900. All right, Adin Hill, the goaltender, he is the second odds-on favorite to win the Finals MVP, and it makes a whole lot of sense when you've seen him perform against Florida. Adin Hill has been near perfect in the Stanley Cup Finals. Outside of that Game 3, where Florida beat him in overtime, he has been a near lights-out goaltender for Vegas. He has been a guy who has stepped in the crease and he has done his job efficiently. Now, if you want to talk about efficiency and you want to have that be your ruling for winning Finals MVP, Adin Hill would be your argument. Adin Hill would be your logic if you want to pick the guy who is the most efficient and the guy who was the best all-around player in Stanley Cup Finals. Adin Hill would be your guy. But then there's the guy who is plus 1,200. A guy who is in his first ever Stanley Cup playoff series against Winnipeg. A guy who is in his first ever Stanley Cup final in his first ever appearance in the Stanley Cup playoffs. I'm talking about Jack Eichel, who has really become the best player for the Vegas Golden Knights and is someone who has made stellar play after solid play in the Stanley Cup Finals. Doesn't matter if he's redirecting passes to Marchessault or if Marchessault is redirecting passes to him. Eichel and Marchessault have been the two best players in terms of offense. And regardless of who you give it to, it's going to depend on what you care about more. If you care about being the fan favorite, if you want to go for the fan favorite side, and you want to go after someone who has been a misfit, a guy since day one, you'll probably pick Marchessault. If you want to go after somebody who has a national story, someone who is a second overall pick, he was a face of the franchise in Buffalo, comes to Vegas, and he has been their best player, superstar, then you could probably go with him. But who I pick for Finals MVP here on Vegas Hockey Hub Shorts is Adin Hill, the goaltender. I think that for the first time in a long time, you will have a goalie win Finals MVP. So This is Vegas Hockey Hub Shorts here in the sports entertainment capital of the world, Las Vegas, Nevada. I'm your host, Ian Rachiele, and we will be back to do our reaction to Game 5 once the game is over. So stay tuned for that.